A nationwide movement against immigration enforcement by the Trump administration. They call themselves No Kings. And according to this map, demonstrations are planned virtually everywhere. Here in Columbus, protesters were at the Statehouse today, kicking off a weekend full of planned gatherings. 10 TV's Carly Dion explains their message and the president's response to it.
We're going to do this peacefully. We're going to get our point across, and we're going to keep on fighting.
We don't live under a monarchy. This is not a king in our nation.
Hundreds gathering for a peaceful protest outside the Statehouse.
The people united can never be defeated.
Spreading the message of the No Kings movement.
It is in counter-protest to tomorrow's Donald Trump military parade in Washington, D.C.
This all stems from last February, when President Trump linked himself to a king in another fight with Democrats in a blue state. He was fighting to end the congestion pricing for vehicles in the state of New York. On social media, he wrote, quote, "Congestion pricing is dead. Manhattan and all of New York is saved. Long live the king." The official White House account on X, the social media website, played into the message with an illustration of Trump wearing a crown.
This week, both President Trump and White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt shared their response when asked about the No Kings protests scheduled for this weekend.
What do they call it? No kings?
No kings.
I don't feel like a king. I have to go through hell to get stuff approved. A king would say, I'm not going to get this. A king would have never had the California mandate to even be talking to him. He wouldn't have to call up Mike Johnson and Thune and say, fellas, you got to pull this off, and after years we get it done. No, we're not a king. We're not a king at all.
The president views himself as the president of the United States of America. This is a constitutional republic, and we want to see all of our citizens be proud of the country in which they are given the privilege and the blessing to live.
These protests showing some citizens feel otherwise.
I'm seeing a lot of things happen in our country right now, and it's a violation of our Constitution.
We the people won't back down.
If we stay silent, it'll just get worse.
Virginia Terry came to the protest honoring generations before her.
This is my stepfather. He was from the West Point class of 1943 and went to the Battle of the Bulge.
Sharing a message on what those in the past fought against.
I think America has taken so much for granted over the years and thought that things were never going to get any different, and they are.
At the Statehouse, Carly Dion, 10 TV News.